All right, let's see business applications of exponential functions. So one of the business application of exponential function is compound interest. That is, for example, if you invest money initially, what will be your money after some years? So in order to find the money after some years, this is the formula that you use in order to calculate the profit of your investment after some years. So you have to understand each variable in order to use this formula in the given word problem. The first one, for example, this is P, which is known as the present value or the principal value. That is the initial amount of money that you invest. The R is the rate expressed in decimal. That means how many percent? 4%, 5%, and so on and so forth. But make sure to represent in decimal. M is compounded M times. For example, how many times in a year that the investment compounded in a year? Monthly, that means every month. So in a year you have 12 months. And for how many years? That is 2 years. And that is the future value of your investment. So you can just calculate, the future value based on this formula. So make sure to understand each variable and apply this formula in order to solve problems. So let me clarify this one using an example. For example, suppose that 2,300, look at this one, 2,300 is invested at 3.8%. That is tells you the rate, this tells you P. Annual interest rate, per year. Compounded monthly. This tells you that M is equal to 12. So how much money will be in the account in 11 months? Be careful here. You have to convert this one into years. How many years in 11 months? Remember, 1 year is 12 months. So if you have in 1 year you have 12 months, so 11 months, how many years, right? So this is proportionality, cancel out. So generally 11 months means 11 over 12 year. That is very important. So this is just to determine the T. So the T must be in terms of year. If it is given in terms of months, you have to convert. Now I have T. What is principal? P is 2,300. And the rate is 3.8%, but have to convert this one into decimal. That is 3.8 divided by 100. This becomes 0.038. And everything is set up. So N is equal to, so M is equal to also given, M is equal to 12. Now carefully plug into your formula to find the A value. A is equal to, the P value is 2,300, 1 plus, the formula is the rate, which is 0.038 divided by the M value now is 12. M is which is 12 in terms of time, T is 11 over 12. So be careful when you solve this one, and make sure to plug in these values correctly into your calculator. Otherwise it will give you different value if you don't use the parentheses carefully. So parentheses exponent, then this value becomes 2,381.40 to the nearest cent. That is the value. Now this is for 11 months. Look at now the second one is, you just change only this part. Now T is in years, so you have to directly substitute 20 years into the formula. So the future value is the same, 2300. 1 plus 0.038 every month means 12 here. Then compounded monthly, that is M is 12 for how many years, which is for 20 years. So when you calculate this one, be careful when you plug in into your calculator and avoid any intermediate approximation. So this becomes 4912.13. So this is for the second one. Logically, it makes sense, right? If you just save your money for 11 months, you'll get less money. If you save your money or invest your money for more years, you'll get more money for the second B.